My stepson called me dad in front of his friends today, and I'm still smiling about it. I've been with his mom for 3 years now. Her son Jace is 13, good kid, smart, into basketball and gaming, but there's always been this invisible wall between us. His real dad left when he was 6 and hasn't called once in 4 years. Just disappeared, changed his number, moved 2 states away, the whole deal. Jace never talks about him, but I see it sometimes. When other kids mention their dads at dinner, or when Father's Day rolls around and he just goes quiet. His mom told me early on, don't push it. He'll come around when he's ready. So I didn't push. I went to his basketball games, helped with homework, drove him to his friend's house, but he always called me by my first name, Anthony. And honestly, it stung a little every time, but I understood. I'm not trying to replace anyone. I just want to be there for him. This morning started normal. I was working from home, answering emails in my office. Around 7:45 a.m., my phone buzzes. Text from Jace. Chain broke. Can you come? His mom had already left for work, so I grabbed my keys and headed to the spot where he always meets his friends before school. It's this parking lot near a convenience store, about 10 minutes from our house. When I pulled up, I saw him standing next to his bike. 3 of his friends were there. Jalen, this tall kid I'd met before, and 2 others I didn't recognize. They were all just standing around waiting, looking at their phones. I got out, walked over. Jace looked embarrassed. Sorry, I know you were working. It's fine, man. Let me see it. I popped the trunk, grabbed my toolbox. The chain wasn't just loose. It was completely shredded. Looked like it got caught in the gears and twisted into a knot. Grease everywhere. No way I was fixing that in under 20 minutes, and they had 15 minutes to get to school before the first bell. I looked at Jace. This is toast. I'll just drive you guys. You can grab your bike after school and we'll fix it at home. His friends were cool about it. All said thanks. They started piling into my car. That's when Jalen, the kid I'd met before at one of Jace's basketball games, looks at Jace and goes, Yo, your stepdad's cool. I was putting the toolbox back in the trunk when I heard Jace's voice. He's not my stepdad. I froze. My hands stopped moving. I felt this weird knot in my chest. 3 years of trying, and he's correcting his friend to make sure they know I'm not family. I pretended to adjust something in the trunk so they wouldn't see my face. Then I heard the rest. He's my dad. I stood there, gripping the edge of the trunk, just staring at the spare tire. My throat got tight. I blinked a few times, wiped my eyes with the back of my hand, took a deep breath, closed the trunk slowly. When I turned around, Jace was already climbing into the passenger seat like nothing happened. His friends were in the back, talking about some video game. But when I got in and looked in the rearview mirror, Jace's eyes met mine for just a second. He gave me the smallest nod, not a big emotional thing, just acknowledgement. I started driving. The whole ride, I kept it together. Jalen and the other kids were talking about some tournament happening after school. I asked a couple questions, tried to act normal. Jace stayed quiet, looking out the window, but I could see this little smile on his face. When we pulled up to the school, his friends all said thanks and got out. Jace grabbed his backpack, opened the door, then paused. He looked back at me. Thanks, Dad. He said it so casually, like it was the most natural thing in the world, like he'd been saying it for years. Then he shut the door and walked toward the building with his friends. I watched him catch up to Jalen, saw them laughing about something. I sat in that parking lot for 10 minutes, just sat there. A couple other parents pulled in and out, dropping off their kids. I probably looked like a complete weirdo just staring at the steering wheel with this stupid grin on my face, but I didn't care. My stepson called me dad, twice, in front of his friends, not because anyone made him, not because his mom was there pushing him, just because that's how he sees me now. I texted his mom. Jace called me dad today. She sent back 5 crying emojis and I knew he would. Took him long enough. I'm still sitting in this parking lot writing this, still smiling like an idiot.